Alright, so last night, I don't know, I was watching a bunch of different reviews. Mr. Plinkett finally came out with his review of The Last Jedi, and I watched another guy's review, and I don't know why, but just for whatever reason, I was like, you know what, I want to watch this movie. For those of you who are wondering, yes, I'm drinking. So this video, yes, I'm a little bit drunk. We're gonna get drunker as we go along. That'll be fun. Yeah, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna watch it, because you know, you spend 30 years of your life being into something, and you know, what are you gonna do? First, a prediction. I think The Last Jedi is going to be like a cult classic. I think it's going to get like a cult following. I think that there's going to be a group of people that are going to absolutely love it. Kind of like the way people love Rocky Horror Picture Show or Trolls 2. I think it's going to be one of those movies that's so bad that everybody's going to love it, because it's just going to be so bad, everybody's going to love it. Through the course of watching the movie, I took 4 full pages of notes that I have now condensed down to one double-sided page of notes. Alright. So let's get into this. First, movie mechanics, right? First thing we got to talk about is the comedy. Holy shit, it redefines forced comedy. Every single joke is like a forced joke. Not, you know, no pun intended. They're just forced. They're so forced. And I think what makes them forced is, like, I think the actors, I think they're all kind of Star Wars fans in some way or another. I think they all really wanted to be in a Star Wars movie. Unfortunately, they were in like a Star Wars parody. But they decided they were going to act like they were really in a Star Wars movie. They were going to be very serious about it. So all the jokes are terrible because the acting is trying to be serious. And there's just these terrible, campy fucking jokes. Like, I don't know. There was only one joke that I thought was funny. In the Casino Planet, BB-8, there was a little teeny dude that walked up to BB-8, and he thought he was a slot machine, and he kept putting coins in him, and he put a coin in him, and like BB-8 looked at where he put the coin, and then looked at him and went, no. And that made me laugh for whatever reason. I just thought that was funny. That was the only joke I laughed at. Every other joke was just fucking god-awful forced. And it was like the actors weren't really into the joke aspect. Like in the Avengers movies, you know, when they're joking with each other, you can tell that they're like kind of having fun with the jokes. In this movie, it was like, yeah, it's a line I gotta read, but you know, this is a serious movie. That just fucking awful. I'm not going to show clips from the movie in this. That's far too much editing and stuff. People that have fucking hour-long movies where they've shown clips and all sorts of other stuff, they put a lot of work into that shit. This movie isn't worth that. So don't expect to see any fucking movie scenes. Everything seemed to be like an optional plot mechanic, including the vacuum of space. Some scenes, people are out in the vacuum of space, and they're just fine. Other scenes, people are out in the vacuum of space, and that's bad, but technically not. Because, you know, Leia's super powerful in the Force. All of a sudden. Force sense was another thing that seemed to be just an optional plot mechanic. Sometimes you'd be like, wouldn't they be able to tell this with the Force sense? And they can't. And other times it's like, oh, Now all of a sudden they have the Force sense. Because the plot needed it. Okay. Rey's power level also seemed to be another thing that was optional due to plot mechanics. But we'll get into that later. The Ex Machina factor. Holy shit. There was absolutely zero sense of like stress, conflict through the whole fucking movie. And it got to be really predictable. Anytime anything was going to go wrong, you were kind of like, yeah, there's going to be some Ex Machina. Oh, there it is. There was always some sort of ship that came out of nowhere, or here's this dude out of nowhere, or here's this thing out of nowhere. Just Ex Machina everywhere. I think that's a sign of just fucking terrible shit writing. When, like, it's called painting yourself in a corner. You get to the point where you're like, oh my god, one of my heroes is going to die. I'll just pull something out of my ass that'll save him. Ex Machina save. It was awful. There was more Ex Machina saves in this 2.5 hour movie than there were in the entirety of fucking Breaking Bad. And that's saying something. The pacing was for shit. It was like watching Suicide Squad all over again. Suicide Squad, for those of you who don't know, the editing for the movie was done by a company that traditionally does movie trailers. So, you know, they're looking for the quick, here's a quick moment that kind of is cool, you know, and it was like that. Very fast-paced scenes. And then the action scenes were terribly drawn out. Like, they're racing around on these horse things, and that was a really long scene. Yet, every time it was like plot driving scene or some sort of character development scene, it was really fucking fast. You'd think that the action would be fast-paced and the plot development would be slow and ponderous. But it was the fucking opposite. And honestly, it made the movie seem longer because of it. Because the action scenes were fucking boring. The space battles were fucking boring. The lightsaber fights were fucking boring. And they were all drawn out terribly. And all of the interesting stuff, you know, the characters and the story, fucking it wasn't. Porn directors really need to watch this movie to understand how to direct porn. Lots of action that's really drawn out with no fucking story development. This is just for you porn directors out there. Also, the editing was for shit. Characters seemed to jump all over the fucking place. Rey's really close to the rock, now she's 10 feet away. Phasma's right up next to everybody, now she's fucking 50 yards down the thing, now she's up to everybody, now she's fucking far away again. It was terribly edited. Like I said, I think it's going to be a cult classic. Every point of conflict in the movie was like bad choices. Everything was avoidable. Everything was avoidable. Yeah, everything was avoidable. If only people in this world would think, then this entire movie would have been 10 minutes long. Because if there wasn't anybody to make bad decisions, there would be nothing going on in this movie. The speeches were just awful. Every time somebody tried to give like a motivational speech, it was lackluster as fuck. It was like, yeah, we're going to go out there and we're going to do it. Because that's what we do. And everybody's like, every time somebody got up to give a speech, it's just terrible. The contradictions in this movie were not only multiple, but quick. One scene, Leia says, you can't solve every problem just by jumping in an X-Wing and blowing stuff up. 5 seconds later, Poe Dameron looks at Leia and goes, permission to jump in an X-Wing and blow stuff up. And she's like, yeah, go ahead. Just contradictions. They were constantly, at any time they made a statement that seemed like it was going to be a meaningful statement, they immediately contradicted it. It was constant through the whole course of the goddamn movie. It was just terrible. That's the mechanics of just the writing of this movie was fucking god awful. I understand why Rian Johnson, he doesn't have very good movies. He doesn't make very good movies, and I don't know if this is the first time he's ever tried to write a movie, but it seems like it's the first time he's ever tried to write anything. I don't think this guy's ever written a fucking grocery list. I would be amazed if this was not the first time he'd ever put pen to paper. It just seemed like he didn't understand any of the fundamentals of writing. Like any of them. Not even one of them. I'm amazed any of it made sense. And very little of it did. Moving on. Feminism. Here's what feminism apparently means to Rian Johnson. Women pilots. It never missed an opportunity to show you that there was women pilots. Every time it showed a ship, there was a fucking woman piloting it. It was weird to see a man piloting a ship after a while because it was constant cockpit shots of women going and shit like that. Every fucking woman in this galaxy now is a pilot of some sort or another. They were all women. There was maybe 5 male pilots and maybe 3 female pilots. But boy did it show you those female pilots every fucking time they were in a ship. Apparently, that's Rian Johnson's idea of women empowerment. You're all pilots. The female power plays over the men were arrogant and fucking cunty. They didn't come off as strong or empowered. They came off as annoying and cunty. Apparently Rian Johnson thinks that the only way that you guys can show that you're strong is by being arrogant cunts. Or else that's how he thinks that strong men act. Like arrogant cunts. I don't know. But every time a woman made some sort of power play over a man, which was traditionally just Poe Dameron, every time one of them decided they wanted to smack him down, they just came off arrogant and cunty. So you're all pilots and you're all arrogant cunts. As far as his feminist agenda is concerned, I don't get it. Because Rey was stupid. Everything she decided she wanted to do on her own was dumb. And she was constantly looking for a man to help or to help her. And she was constantly failing in that endeavor. Admiral Holda was an arrogant cunt who failed in all of her endeavors. Leia was kind of arrogant, not so much a cunt, but just a failure in everything she did. The only guys that really succeed at any point in the movie are the men. And every time a man was like almost about to succeed, if it was possible, as in if there was a woman within 50 feet, sometimes within 1,000 feet of them, if there was a woman anywhere around, they were going to fuck it up. So you're all pilots that are arrogant cunts who fail constantly and fuck everything up. That seemed to be his feminist agenda. The fact that women are hailing this as some sort of feminist movie really makes me laugh, because you're all pilots that are arrogant cunts that fail at everything. That was the message I got from this movie. Maybe you see it differently, but if you do, you should look up the definition of pilot, arrogance, cunt, and failure, because you don't know what any of those things mean. Because that was the only thing that women were in this movie. Arrogant, cunty, failing pilots. Things in the movie I thought were stupid, or it didn't make any fucking sense. They tracked us through warp. How could they do that? I've never heard of that sort of thing before. Well, the escape pod janitor or whatever, she knows all about it. This thing that nobody knows about, even the guy who was a part of the bad guy group, Finn, he was a bad guy in the first movie. He should know that they could do that sort of thing because it's possible. But Rose, the fucking life pod guard, she was the only, like, he said they tracked us through warp, and she immediately was like, oh, that's new technology. How the fuck do you know about that shit? That was really weird. Maz's union dispute. They call Maz the little orange bug-eyed lady, and she's a code breaker. She can get them onto the ship and all this sort of thing. But she's busy with a union trade or a union dispute. Well, I think that was a euphemism for something. Fuck if I know what. But I don't understand how Maz's union dispute somehow trumps galactic enslavement. The First Order is working towards enslaving the galaxy. But it's far more important for Maz to fight unions. Which I don't get. The dark side cave was pointless. There was no point to it. She fell down a hole into some water. She climbed out of the water and looked in a mirror. There was a whole bunch of her. She snapped her fingers a couple of times. She touched the mirror. In the mirror was her. This scene lasted like 5 to 10 minutes. And that was it. There was no interesting insight gained. There was no interesting anything to it. Really, all in all, it wasn't even that cool. Maybe in 1978 or 1985, that would have been a really cool scene. But nowadays, what? It was just dumb. Oh, if you're watching the movie thinking there's going to be twists, don't get your hopes up. There's no fucking twists. Every time there was going to be a twist, there wasn't one. Who's Snoke? He's just some dude. Who's Rey's parents? They're just some people. Like, there was no fucking twist. It was like anti-M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Here comes a twist. No twist. It's exactly what it seems like. Everything was very much on the surface. And they would build things up like they were going to be twists, and it fucking wasn't. It was very weird. It was like, why would you make this movie even at all? Holda's plan, her big plan that she didn't want to share with anybody. Spoiler, everybody. They're escaping in a giant ship, right? Her plan was to get into little ships and go to a planet. That's it. Why the fuck she had to keep that from everybody, I don't know. She could have came right out and said, look, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from this big ship into little ships, and we're going to go to the planet. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. The person, like, I don't know if it was like we're worried if somebody's going to betray us, but the person that betrayed them wasn't even a person any of them knew existed at the time. He was an ex machina save on a completely different world halfway through the movie, and the only reason that he was able to betray them was after she revealed her big plan. She waited all this fucking time to not reveal the plan. I can only imagine that the reason was because we don't know if anybody's going to betray us. And then finally when she reveals her big plan, it says, yes, this is my big plan. First of all, it sparks a mutiny for no fucking reason. And secondly, that's when the big plan gets exposed to the traitor. So that whole plot mechanic was fucking useless. There's one point where Leia says that Holdo doesn't want to be seen as a hero. And this is fucking 2 minutes after Holdo says, I'm going to stay behind with the ship so everybody can get away. Which is kind of her being a hero. And then she sacrifices herself heroically so everybody can fucking survive. So Leia's very wrong in her assessment of Holdo. She very much wants to be the hero, and she does everything she possibly can to achieve that. Rey is supposed to be like the most powerful Jedi in all of existence. Yet, Snoke fucking just... It was embarrassing to watch him toss her fucking useless ass around and just spank her around like the little bit she is. All of a sudden, she doesn't have fucking hardly any power over anything. And then, the one person that she has routinely been able to best using the Force, Kylo Ren, he's all of a sudden powerful enough to trick the person who's more powerful than Rey. So it's like Snoke is greater than Rey, who's greater than Kylo, who's greater than Snoke. So it's a big fucking circle that doesn't even make any sense. It was fucking so dumb. Then after that, they have a Crimson Guard fight that I swear to God reminded me of like old 80s flicks, like 80s kung fu movies, where like it's 10 against 1, or in this case 10 against 2, and because, you know, you can't have 5 guys just beat somebody down all at once, like there's got to be 1 or 2 guys that are actually engaged while everybody else just kind of twirls around like a ballerina and waits. I don't know if I was there. It was so fucking terrible. Rose, the new character, who was Asian, don't care, whatever. She could have been anything, that doesn't matter to me. But she, throughout the course of the whole movie, is like idolizing everyone and anyone who in any way is like sacrificing themselves for the greater good, right? Finn at one point is looking to desert. She stops Finn and gives him this whole big long speech about how my sister, she sacrificed herself so that we could all live. And what a piece of shit you are for thinking only of yourself. And then at the end of the movie, Finn finally gets his big redemption chance. He's flying this little thing towards this big laser. Like he's going to ram the big laser and save everybody. He's going to sacrifice himself valiantly. And Rose stops him. Like Finn's huge redemption. It's actually a 2-movie wide story arc of Finn's cowardice and thinking only of himself. Finally he gets his chance at redemption, and Rose stops him for totally selfish reasons and fucks everybody else. Like I said, the movie contradicts itself it's just in mind-blowing ways. The reunions of Luke with all the characters were very cool. He gets reunited with Chewie. That was kind of cool. Even though Chewie didn't really have a whole lot to do in the movie, which is very weird. He gets reunited with R2, which was very cool. He gets reunited with Millennium Falcon, which was actually very cool. He gets reunited with Leia, which was really cool. And of all the characters that you'd think, sorry, my battery died. I don't know where I was, but you probably get the gist of where I'm going. He remates up with like pretty much all the characters except for Han. He's dead. And then there's C-3PO. Right? And he walks to C-3PO, he walks up to him, and he looks at him, and he gives him kind of a mean glare, and then just fucking walks away. I didn't get that. I don't understand what the fuck is up with what was that? Like, he has these heartfelt reunions with everybody but 3PO. Like, it was very fucking weird. It was almost like, we're busy. We just wasted all this time with Luke talking to Leia. We can't have him waste any more time. So just glare at 3PO, because fuck 3PO. This movie was very fuck 3PO. That was another thing I kind of noticed. Nobody really likes 3PO. I don't know if it's like after 30 years he's just worn on everybody so much that they're like, you fucking, I just hate you. But the whole movie was spent just hating 3PO. Nobody seemed to like 3PO. I don't even know why they bothered to have him in the fucking movie, to be honest with you. He was in very few scenes, and the only scenes he was in, everybody was just like, shut the fuck up, you piece of shit. Nobody seems to, just 3PO is just a piece of shit. I don't fucking know. Whatever. The Luke and Kylo Ren standoff. They do this really cool anime Luke thing where it's like very Dragon Ball Z-ish, shooting a whole bunch of lasers at Luke, and there's this big huge cloud, and then Luke walks out of it, and he's like, it was very anime, and that was kind of cool, except that he wasn't really there, which just made it gay when you found that out. And then there's supposed to be like this, I don't know, I guess there's supposed to be like a lightsaber fight with him and Kylo Ren. They make one pass at each other, and they talk to each other. Like, all the character, like I said, every action scene is very drawn out. This one is very much included. Even though it's just one pass, it was very drawn out. The reason why it was very drawn out is because first we had to shoot the shit out of Luke with lasers, even though he's not really there. And then we have this big, huge, long conversation. Mind you, this scene is broken into about 6 times. Just so as you know. It's one big fight, yet it's broken into at least 3 to 4 times. Like, they break into what the action that's going on. And I count this as all breaking in. Whenever you're putting little trailer snippets into what's supposed to be a full scene, it just extends the scene, you know? So, they shoot a bunch of lasers at Luke, cut in. Shooting more lasers at Luke, cut in. Now we're done shooting lasers at Luke. Cut in. So that we can get Kylo on the ground. Now Kylo's on the ground and they talk. Cut in. They make one pass at each other and do a little bit more talking. Cut again. And then Kylo finds out that Luke's not there. And that's the fucking scene. Of all of the action scenes that you'd think this should be the one that they're going to draw out to be really long and cool, it wasn't. It was the one that they didn't. For whatever fucking reason. Like, it was the one that they didn't for whatever fucking reason. Alright. The one thing that everybody really liked that I thought was fucking stupid. Holdo's sacrifice, the warp jump into all of the dreadnoughts. Why was that so cool? It goes black and white, and all the ships kind of break apart. What the fuck was so cool about that? Why was that cool? She warp jumps into ships. I get all the arguments everybody has. Why the fuck don't they make kamikaze droid warp jump ships? But that all aside, why was it cool? What was cool about it? The ships breaking apart visually? Was it the break, like the... What was cool about that? I think everybody was looking for something to be cool. Like visually cool. And there was nothing visually cool about the movie. So they were like, well, that should be cool. My brain tells me it should be cool. So I'm going to think it's cool. But I don't understand why any of you fucking thought it was cool. Everybody that has reviewed... Every single motherfucking person that I've seen review this movie says, that was cool. Why? They never explain why, which is funny. But they all say that it was cool. And I ask you, why? Why was it cool? What was cool about that? Because it just seemed like it was a graphic of all the ships breaking apart. I don't understand why that was supposed to be cool. Things I actually liked that nobody else seemed to like. The Yoda part. Yoda was wacky Yoda. And honestly, I watched that scene and I thought it was great. I thought it was perfect. I mean, I thought it was perfect. It was like there was two things that Rian Johnson got right, and I think that they were totally accidental. The first one was Yoda. I think that he thought everybody was going to be expecting Yoda to be serious Master Yoda. But towards the end of Yoda's life, Yoda was not serious Master Yoda. Yoda was Goofy Dagobah Yoda. And Yoda continued to be Goofy Dagobah Yoda here. And it was perfect. Because it was like Yoda was still teaching Luke. Even though Luke had been a master for a very long time, Yoda's been dead for forever. But yet, Yoda's still Luke's master. Luke is always going to be a student to Yoda. Right? Makes a lot of sense. It fits with all... One of the few parts that fits with all the rest of the fucking movies. So, you know, like Yoda was still goofy, wacky Yoda with Luke. Teaching him by knocking him on the fucking head and shit like that. And I thought that was perfect. I thought it was absolutely perfect. A lot of people had a problem with that. They were like, why were they using Goofy Yoda? Because that was what Yoda was when he died. He was Goofy Yoda. Like, that's where he was 900 some years into his life. That's where he got to. A goofy, curmudgeonly old man. And he was still a goofy, curmudgeonly old man. And it was perfect. I thought it was great. I was like, this whole fucking scene... It was the first scene that I didn't have a fucking problem. Well, okay, technically it was the second scene that I didn't have a problem with because I skipped the first scene, but whatever. I thought the Yoda scene was great. I don't understand why people had problems with it. I thought it was perfect. And the other thing that I liked that everybody else seemed to not like was the training that Luke gives to Rey. Thought it was perfect. I didn't have a problem with it. People were like, oh, you know, he hits her hand with the fucking leaf. That was perfect. That's some shit like Yoda would do. He says, reach out. And she goes, so he fucking tickles her hand with a leaf. Oh, you feel that? You feel it? And then fucking smacks her hand. I thought it was great. That's some shit like what Yoda would fucking do. Right? And then he looks at her and he says the Force isn't all about moving rocks and controlling people's minds. Which it isn't. Everybody makes this argument that, yeah, they move rocks a lot, so the Force is all about moving rocks. No, idiot, the Force is not all about moving fucking rocks. It's far deeper than that. How you can fucking sit there and expect yourself to be taken seriously as a critique of a Star Wars movie when you get the fundamentals of the fucking Force wrong? No, asshole, it isn't all about just moving fucking rocks. There's a lot fucking more to it than that. People were pissed about that shit. And I think that at that point, I mean, it's pretty far in the movie. I think at that point they were so pissed about everything else that they were just like, yeah, fuck everything about this movie. I hate it. But I thought the training was perfect. I thought it was great. It was very well done. It was very well shot. Yeah, I don't get why everybody didn't like it. I thought it was great. So I really liked the Yoda scene, and everybody hated that. And I really liked the training scene, and everybody hated that. So, I don't know. But those were the Yoda scene, the training, and BB-8 as a slot machine, looking at his stomach and then going, that just made me laugh so fucking hard. I don't know. But yeah, that was, that's my review of The Last Jedi. I honestly, I think that if you go into it expecting a Star Wars movie, then you're going to be very disappointed. I think you should go into this movie expecting a Star Wars parody, wherein everybody is essentially playing caricatures of themselves. Leia is all of a sudden this fucking moronic idiot. Luke is this pessimistic old man. Chewbacca is pretty much there just to knock down a door and scream at somebody. Rey's kind of fucking stupid. All of her decisions end badly. Kylo's just this angsty emo child, which that really kind of made me laugh. When Snoke called him a child in a mask, I was like, ha. Yeah, that's what I think too. The combat was all very like 80s fucking flickish, which really doesn't contrast very well with the high-tech CGI and stuff. Everything is just a plot device or an like everything is just either a plot device or an ex machina to get you out of the plot device, to put you in a bad situation in the first place. Just every choice is just bad. I don't know. Like, if you go into it thinking of it like, I know this is a bad movie, and I'm going to watch it and enjoy it because it's a bad movie, and just sit back and have a good laugh about it, you know, I think that's much better the way to do it. I started getting into that after a while in the movie, because I was just like, I can't even take this seriously anymore. This isn't really even a Star Wars movie. So I don't think it, I would say I don't even consider it to be a Star Wars movie. I certainly don't consider it to be canon. I don't consider any of the fucking newer movies to be canon whatsoever. Maybe Rogue One. Rogue One I thought was pretty canon-like, canon-worthy. But except for the fact that it wasn't Bothans, that upset me. Bothans are little monkey people. I would have much rather seen the Bothans than the very diverse cast of random people that they slapped together. But whatever. I think it would have been much more interesting to see little monkey people running around the Death Star getting the plans and shit like that. Whatever. But yeah. There's my review of The Last Jedi. In about 20, 30 years, people are going to be dressing up and going to see it at midnight theaters and throwing toast around the theater. That's what I think is going to wind up happening.